Be good.
Is that it? Are we live?
I don't know.
It says live in the top left corner.
It does, but
Do you want to check on YouTube to see if we're
yeah,
actually
that's
live?
what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for. Oh, here we go. Connecting streaming software. Here we are. It takes a minute.
Oh.
It probably is buffered all this, and it's just going to end up live on the air anyways.
Yeah.
Josh, you want to have Andy check to see if we're on or something?
Are you on YouTube?
Want me to check?
Yes.
Did you guys just go there? Okay.
Well, we're trying to see because we're using a new platform.
All right. So
We're using a new platform. Bum, 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 bum.
We're so bad at this.
Oh, it's live.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Yep. I can hear myself talking.
She
All right.
confirms it.
All right, here we go. All right, ready? Somebody has to punish the corrupt. It's harmless phosphorescence. Hello, everyone. This is Throw Smiley, and I'm here with my method-acted urban free flow gang. Tell me who you are, guys.
My name is not LBJ. It's Josh Cece.
I'm Brian Lesh, and my looks have absolutely nothing to do with this.
Are you there, War? It's me, Alaric Weber.
And this is Harmless Phosphorescence. It's the podcast where we watch every theatrically released full-length live-action superhero movie ever made. We gather some research into the production and the source material, then we tell you all about it. This show is brought to you by our patrons. Patrons like executive producers Michael Beckwith and Atticus Burkett. You can be a patron too. Just head over to patreon.com/harmlessentertainment. We've got tons of bonus content there, including a Star Wars miniseries, holiday shows, a personal history of sound, which is about music. We do a weekly show where we count down the top 4 songs in the nation. We swear they are.
There.
But this week, however, we are going to be watching on Harmless Phosphorescence, The Punisher, Warzone.
This isn't like any procedure that we've ever done before.
Well, that's why I'm here, Doc.
Your facial muscles, tendons, bone structure, everything. It was destroyed.
Evil has many faces.
You look fantastic, brother.
Yes. Darkness has many allies.
This deal is going down tonight.
Raise your army! But there is only one who punishes them all. This is just the beginning.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's play a game.
Can I be with you, Frank?
Sometimes I'd like to get my hands on God.
FBI, drop your weapons! You're fighting a war.
Punisher, Warzone. See you in hell.
The Punisher Warzone, released December 5th, 2008, with a running time of 103 minutes. Budget of $35 million. It took in $10.1 million. Woohoo!
It was a Christmas punishing.
I-
It was all this December, and then it was that line of like, sometimes I wish I could kill God or whatever he said. Kick his ass.
That's so Christmassy.
He wants to fight God.
Yeah, that's it.
He wants to fight God, not destroy
Catch me
God.
outside, God.
Just to fight him.
That should be outside.
Oh God, yeah. So it was Marvel Knights.
Yeah, what's with the Marvel Knights
They were
production?
they were trying to have R-rated, like a separate R-rated label.
Ooh, After Dark.
And this was Avi Arad, so this is Marvel.
It's full
the-
Marvel, yeah.
Had the logo, yeah.
Yeah, it's full Marvel. It was just they were trying to have the late night gets a little bit blue Marvel.
Well, I remember
Are you guys?
them. Go ahead, Al. Sorry.
Are you guys familiar with the Marvel Knights imprint of Marvel Comics?
Yes.
I'm not.
Moon Knight.
Okay, so
One like Blade and Ghost Rider, right?
not explicitly. There were a lot. So around 1998, when Marvel was filing for bankruptcy, they outsourced to, I think it was Event Comics. It was Punisher, Daredevil, and a couple others off the top of my head. There were like lower profile characters that they shopped out to this other company, and they started calling that Marvel Knights. And then this company started doing other characters, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, under Marvel Knights that were sort of re-envisioning. They weren't focused so much on continuity of the universe versus like standalone stories and whatnot. And I don't know if they're still going right now, but it was a sub branch of Marvel Comics. And then for the movies, it was this one and Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance were the only two movies that ended up being Marvel Knights productions.
Huh. Interesting. I wonder. Apparently they just, once the MCU really started rolling, I guess they figured it wasn't going to be something they wanted to do.
And what they said about Marvel Knights as a production company was that it was intended to produce some of Marvel's darker and lesser known titles. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Fantastic Four and
Nick
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Nothing's darker than the Fantastic Four 2.
Well, that was the dark aspect. That was the production company for the movies. The Marvel Knights as a comics venture, they took on like all the characters eventually, most of.
Well,
Anyway.
I remember the show Marvel Days and Marvel Nights about a young businesswoman trying to have it all.
The days and nights of Marvel Dodd.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So this movie, like I said, it was released on December 5th, 2008. And I think it's time, guys, we play the box office top 10 game.
Woo.
Here it is. This is the game where I will count down the top 10 movies of the week of December 5th, 2008. I will describe them using only the box office mojo descriptions, which is actually a lie because I change them often just in order not to give away what the movie is. But the boys are going to try to guess what movie I'm describing. Plus, they're going to try to guess where this opened. Brian, why don't you guess first?
This made $10 million and cost $100 million to make.
$35 million to make.
Oh.
But still, it did not even come close to making back its money.
Let's say number 4.
Brian goes with 4. Josh, what you saying? What you talk about, Josh?
Well, I guess it all started with, let's see, 4. That's respectable, but I'll go higher. 7.
Josh goes 7. Al, where are you coming in on this?
6.
Al goes 6. So we got 7, 6, and 4. All right, here we go, guys. This is the box office top 10. Coming in at number 10 for the week of December 5th, 2008. Wild behavior forces a pair of energy drink reps to enroll in a Big Brother program.
Role models?
Yes, indeed. There was a Wilson in that, wasn't there?
No.
No?
It was Sean William Scott. What's his name from him? Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And Paul Rudd.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
funny.
Huh.
David Wayne directed it, wrote it from the state, and all the other movies he's made. Wet Hot American Summer.
Okay. Role models, yeah. Good done. You get a John William point for that, Josh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to
Free
think
can
of
of
his
Flurm.
name, and I just keep thinking Lumberg. But that's not his name from American.
No,
Okay.
it was oh, what was the name?
Schlongington.
Legal. Weinberger. I don't know. I know what you mean, though. He had a one name.
You did.
Coming in at number 9, opening this week. Chronicling the rise of Chess Records and its recording artists. One of those mid 20th century period piece.
Stifler was his name.
And that is also
Yes.
the name of this movie.
Thank you, Andrew.
About Chess Records. Stifler, of course. Yeah, because it's a boner joke. Okay.
God, this had Beyonce and Mos Def and everybody in it, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
God, what is this called? Cadillac
Was it-
Records.
Boom. You got it.
Okay. Yeah, I remember
You-
that.
I get
Brian,
a drunk Adrian Brody crashing
You-
into things.
You do.
You do.
to put on your desk. It's a little one.
I've always wanted one of those.
Just bumping into your shit on your desk.
Coming in at number 8 this week. A man ruthlessly demolishes organized crime, but it starts an even bigger war.
This is The Wedding Planner.
Yes. The Wedding Planner 2, the new batch.
Say yes to the vest.
This would be Punisher Warzone.
This would be Punisher Warzone. Number 8, you all overshot it. This movie bombed. I don't know why I had an extra syllable. Coming in at number 7. Frank Martin is forced to deliver Valentina, the kidnapped daughter of a Ukrainian government official, from Marseille to Odessa on the Black Sea. En route, he has to contend with thugs who want to intercept Valentina's safe delivery.
Is this The Transporter?
The
It's got to be
transporter.
something Transporter 2.
2? The
Nope.
new batch?
3?
3.
First
The old batch is back again.
This outperformed
The old
a
vest.
Marvel Punisher fucking movie. This is a Marvel Punisher rehash, basically.
Yeah, and this is the
Yeah.
third one, and it didn't even open this week.
Yeah.
So it's had a
That's
fall
how
off already.
Badly this movie did. Wow.
Yeah, this movie did terribly. I remember when it came out, me being like, yeah, I'm not going to see that. And I did not.
I remember seeing it early, but I don't think I saw it in theaters.
Yesterday was the first time I've seen it, so.
Oh yeah, same here. I had never. Yeah, I kind of liked it.
Oh yeah, me too. it was way more entertaining than I thought it was going to be.
Same.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a good movie, but it was super entertaining.
Yeah.
Now
so-
that we know the week that this came out, I think that this came out 2 months too late. This should have come out in October. It's a horror movie.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Number 6 in the box office top 10. Oh boy. A group of friends fly back to New York City, but they crash land where they meet a bunch of other people, and one of them discovers their royal heritage. I left a lot of really important details out of that.
Wow.
Is this Mr. Deeds? No.
No.
King Ralph.
2, the electric new batch. No, this is animated. This is animated.
Moana.
No. A few years too early for that.
Yeah, see, I'm just throwing it out.
The main characters are not necessarily human.
See, not necessarily is
Are they mammals?
I'm trying to figure out this unexpected royalty thing.
I doubt you saw this movie, Al.
I've got the entire
just based on its demographic. Yeah, it's unlikely. Madagascar escape to Africa.
Okay.
And they crashed in New York?
They're flying back to New York, but on the way they crash land into an African nature reserve.
Oh.
They have to eat each other like they're a soccer team.
So the way the poster's set up, though, it could be Madagascar 2, Escape Africa. Madagascar, Escape to Africa. Or Madagascar, Escape Africa 2. Coming in at number 5. A man descends into mystery as he tries to stop a mysterious organization from eliminating a country's most valuable resource, its children. It's children I added on. That's not part of this.
Okay. I was like, wow. How did they make that?
Blood diamond?
No.
Regular diamond.
He got it from Zales. Those are blood diamonds.
He went to Jared. Well, Elon Musk's parents went to Jared.
We don't mine diamonds anymore, just lithium.
Right. This is part of a franchise.
The Bourne Yesterdays.
You're trending in the right direction. It is part. It might be. It's the 20+ something movie in this franchise.
Oh my God! The Fast and the Furious.
No, Vin Diesel is not in this.
Cannonball Run.
It is a franchise it's a franchise that's had Sean Connery in it.
James Bond.
Yeah. Which one is this? 2008.
8.
Casino Royale.
No, I think that was like a year or two earlier.
Then
or it must have been like 3 years earlier. This was Quantum of Solace.
Oh, Quantum of Solace. One of the most intense titles.
Yes. Yeah. I don't even know what that means. Quantum of Solace.
No, you think about it a lot.
Prepositional phrase. What is that? What are they describing?
It's the smallest amount of solace that could possibly exist.
Wow. I am 100% offering a Quantum of Solace to Ted Cruz on the bad press he's gotten recently. Coming in at number 4 this week. Okay. Set before World War II, an English aristocrat who inherits a sprawling ranch reluctantly pacts with a stockman in order to protect her new property from a takeover plot. As the pair drive 2,000 head of cattle over unforgiving landscape, they experience experiencing a bombing by Japanese forces firsthand.
And that takes place where? In the United Kingdom?
I will not tell you where it took place.
This is that Australian movie.
And what's it called?
Shrimp on the Barbie.
This is
City Slickers 3.
This is starring Tom Cruise's previous wife, Nicole Kidman.
And I think that's Gyllenhaal with her.
And I thought that was Viggo Mortensen. Shit, what is this movie called?
I think you're right. It's impossible to tell. I can't see the cast. I can only see the tiny little thumbnail. I
can't remember what it's called.
It's that Australian movie.
It's not a city in Australia. It's not a horse.
Is it Fury Road?
The title of this film is Australia.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, yeah, you could just pack that up and get out of here. That's the best you could do.
That could be about anything.
I know. I would at least call it Drop Bears.
It's something. Like, starring a can of Marmite.
Call it Drop Dead Hitler.
Yahoo Serious
where Hitler shows up as your invisible. Wait, no, that was just
done.
Yeah, that was
by a New Zealander.
I thought it was being funny, but it exists. All right, coming in at number 3, the canine star of a fictional show believes his powers are real.
Oh, that's a cute.
Oh, Bolt.
Bolt. Yeah. Ow.
Did we do that, or are we going to do that?
I mean, maybe when we get to the animated shows.
Oh, it's animated.
It's animated. Yeah.
It's not a real dog.
It's not like Underdog, where the dog's animated, but the rest is real. No, it's all animated.
I knew that one because my sister lent me the DVD like 3 years ago, and I haven't watched it yet. It's just been sitting on my shelf.
It's cute. I was on a few times when
It is. Yeah.
when my kids were young.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay. Coming in at number 2 this week. Oh boy. A girl moves to a small town in the Pacific Northwest and falls in love with a mysterious classmate.
Twilight.
Boom. You get 5 points, 1 for each Twilight movie. I don't know. Were there 5?
Yeah.
4? I have no idea.
I don't know. Stephanie Meyer probably is still writing them.
Yeah. The
I was
crazy.
hoping for some glitter.
Yeah. Well, would you be a vampire or a werewolf?
I
Yeah,
don't
if you
think
were a
I
werewolf.
could choose. I think I'd be
No.
like the girl in the story. I'd just be torn.
I'd be a vamp wolf.
Yeah. There should be more hybrids. Instead of the regular vampires walking around.
A werepire. That's
got 2 bottom halves. All right.
and
Can I get a Franken Yeti?
ooh, yeah, baby.
Do you want to supersize that? For only 79 cents.
Obviously.
That's right.
And coming in at number 1 this week, a couple struggles to visit all 4 of their divorced parents on Christmas. Mwah, mwah.
Well, also the
Thanks to
Punisher.
Sue. The poster is white with red and green. And the couple's back to back going like, oh, we gotta do a thing.
Yeah. I think it's called 4 Christmases. Yeah.
Yep, it sure is.
Because-
Vince Vaughn and who's the blonde? Is that Kate? What's her face? No, Reese Witherspoon. Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon.
Wow,
We
I
would've-
didn't even know about this movie's existence, and I had a feeling that it had Vince Vaughn in the lead.
James Gandolfini is in it as well.
Yeah, 08 was a little late for McConaughey. He was, I think, already being renaissanced, so it had to be Vince Vaughn.
He is a pinch hitter sometimes.
He is. And that is our box office top 10 for the week, which brings us to the character and comic background. Al, we did talk about the Punisher a couple more times. Anything, we have new characters you want to discuss this time around?
I do. In fact, we have 9 new comics characters.
No, you don't say.
What the?
Okay, some of them are kind of minor, and they'll go really fast.
No problem.
But we'll start off with David Linus Microchip Lieberman, often known simply as Micro.
Thankfully.
For the size of his penis.
He is an
Like
ally
he's still
of
gun
the
obsessed.
Punisher, who assisted him by building weapons, supplying technology, and providing friendship and warmth on a winter night.
Snuggle up like a solo in a tauntaun.
Micro first appeared in The Punisher #4 in November of 1987, created by Mark Barron and Klaus Janson.
Cool.
Micro also served as the Punisher's cyber investigator and hacker, laundered and managed Frank's finances, and would establish and maintain safe houses.
Maintain. He would change the sheets.
This is housekeeper.
Someone's got to do it.
Absolutely.
All right, short blurb on this guy, Agent Paul Budiansky.
Wait,
That's the-
Budiansky?
Budiansky.
Is that a nickname or is that his real name?
That was his real name. You just watched this movie, dude.
It's
I'm
his
just
roller
saying,
derby
like,
name.
he had gams.
His friends called him Paul Booty for short. And when he was in shorts.
Yams. Like, excuse me, sir, do those legs go all the way up?
No, they stop at the knees.
In the movie, he was an agent of the FBI, but this character was based on an NYPD officer of the same name in the Widowmaker storyline by Garth Ennis, the collected edition of which was published in September of 2007. The line that we heard from the trailer there, sometimes I'd like to get my hands on God.
And just touch them all over.
Yeah,
grease him
that
up.
was a quote from this same Widowmaker storyline that Budiansky came from.
Okay.
I just happened to be clicking through some of those issues. I think it was issue number 2 that came from. All right, Billy the Butte Russo, or Jigsaw.
Woo, doggy.
In the movie, they call him Russotti. I don't know why they couldn't go with Russo. Maybe.
I kept wanting to call him risotto.
Yeah, they wanted it extra spicy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Some of the Italian stereotypes were straight out of like the Simpsons pizza guy.
Yeah.
Or James Cagney. All right.
So this character was created by Len Wein and Ross Andrew. First appeared in Amazing Spider-Man number 162 in November.
Aw, Al, we hardly knew you.
Jigsaw's 95.
Well, no. Al.
You froze for a second.
Yeah,
Jigsaw is 95 years old.
Wait, so Al, you froze for a sec. We only heard after issue 162.
Okay.
But hey, a shout out to Len Wein. Len Wein.
Yeah.
All right.
From all your hometown wieners.
So that issue of Amazing Spider-Man number 162 came out in November of 1976. Jigsaw's origin story was detailed in Punisher Year 1 in 1995. Russo was hired to kill Frank and others to cover up the execution of Frank's family. Failing to kill Frank in a bomb explosion, Russo is thrown through a glass window by Frank. Left alive as a message to organized crime, and Russo's pretty face is reduced to a jigsaw puzzle-like mess of scars.
So he was just simply thrown through a window in the comics.
Yeah, this was a lot more gruesome.
Yeah, he went above and beyond in this one.
I always thought he was a cool villain. Aesthetically. I guess I didn't know much about his storylines. But
yeah, I wasn't very familiar with him. He was awesome in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
My longest character background segment goes to Detective Martin Soap.
Wow.
Who
I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Bring it on out.
In the comics is a hilarious, there was so much. Detective Martin Soap, he is an NYPD police officer and ally of the Punisher, created by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. First appeared in Punisher Volume 5, Number 2, May of 2000.
So he's really new.
He is pretty new, yeah. Soap was plagued by bad luck throughout his life and career, starting from the day of his birth when he was dropped on his head by a nurse just after being born.
Kidding me.
If it wasn't for bad luck, he wouldn't have no
I was just going to say, his life was plagued by bad luck. Well, it sounds like he was alive.
Now that I'm reading this and going over this again, this sounds very Garth Ennis, like Preacher level Garth Ennis, like the dark humor in this kid's life. Let's see. As a police officer, Soap is assigned to the Punisher Task Force with neurotic behavioral psychologist Buddy Plug.
Old Soap and Plug.
B-Plug.
Buddy Plug, yeah.
Yeah, Buddy. B-U-T-T-Y.
You know, there's you can have a buddy plug, but you got to be careful who you use it with.
I was gonna say you should have your own. Try to have your own.
Yeah, just for sanitation's sake.
Yes.
I carry mine with me at all times.
Carry. Wink,
I keep it safe and warm.
Someplace they'll never look.
That's the first place they always look.
Yeah.
The first place I show them. What can I say?
Well, yeah. There's only so many orifices.
Oh my God.
What we need is a new orifice.
Speak for yourself. I've got enough, man. I've got more than enough.
Well, I would like to appoint members to this orifice.
Duly elected to this orifice.
Yeah. What does that all look like?
You guys done? You guys done?
Yeah.
Cool. So Plug would hang himself in their shared office after Soap criticized his Punisher profile. Not long after they first met.
Damn.
Not long after they first met.
Guy can't take criticism. Can't take a fucking joke. Jesus. No. Did he hang himself in front of all those boxes? Like
in front of.
Right in the middle. Right in the middle. I don't know.
You got to fucking solve these crimes on your own. I'm killing myself.
I like in front of as if they were witnesses to this horrific.
The boxes.
All right, I'm sorry. So,
okay. Soap teams up with another officer who's on another task force against the Nucci family, and they're scoping out a mansion. They're scoping out the Nucci mansion, thinking that that Punisher's going to arrive. So that was a plot element that showed up in the movie.
Nucci gang.
Kind of. So that female officer, Soap, they grew to be friends, and Soap tried to make a move on her, but she turned him down, saying that she was a lesbian.
More of a body wash gal.
And we're not sure if that was. Anyway,
like, come on, everybody likes a little soap on them.
I need like more than an all-in-one.
The pair are confronted by the Punisher after the Punisher killed everybody in the Nucci mansion, and he gives them compromising photos of the mayor and the police commissioner in exchange for
wait together.
Were they together? Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't on this case.
What if that happened in Gotham?
So he gave them the photos in exchange for all the information they have on the vigilante task force. But Soap uses the photos to blackmail his way up to the office of commissioner.
I mean, that benefits Frank, right?
Not for long, because Soap would be demoted back to detective, back to the Punisher task force, after pictures of him soliciting prostitution surface.
Oh my God! It's pictures all around.
Kissing the mayor and the original police chief. It was caught up with him.
Yeah, Frank really. Frank almost had like a Batman Gordon thing going for a minute.
Yeah, almost.
He did, yeah.
The Punisher convinces Soap to become his official NYPD informant. Maybe unofficial.
He has a medal for him.
He's got a badge.
He just wears one of those Punisher T-shirts, you know.
Yes.
He's got one of those Blue Lives Matter stickers on the back of his car window.
It's a Punisher
in Puerto Rico.
It's a Punisher T-shirt, but it's like one of the pink ones. That's like a half shirt, for like.
It's got tassels.
I got punished at Senior Amiga.
And tied with like the kind you get like in Nogales.
Yeah, Hard Rock. Okay.
So he did this after stopping Soap's suicide attempt after being demoted. Later, Soap was promoted to lieutenant after killing a serial killer in self-defense. The character is often depicted
in self-defense.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a serial killer. He probably could have gotten away with it either way.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Either way. Anyway, the character of Soap is often depicted as a barfly, which we see several times in this movie. After becoming increasingly despondent over his luck and life, Soap is told by Castle when things aren't getting better to just go. Following his advice, Soap leaves the NYPD, moves to LA, and becomes a porn star.
There's
Up
a
to this
Jesus,
point,
Marvel Knights.
The fingers up.
this wasn't Marvel Knights as far as the comic books.
Oh,
It was penthouse letters.
It's just Marvel. Anyway, up to that
it was
point,
Highlights magazine.
Oh.
okay. Soap becomes a porn star. Up to that point, he had simply been unaware that he has large genitals.
What?
they said this in the comic? Why is any of this relevant? That's so crazy. Not on your judgment of including it. It's incredible. But why is this relevant to the story of the Punisher?
Who finally told him?
Does he end up like, okay, so this is my question. Does the Punisher wind up going to LA and like busting like a human trafficking scheme or something? He's like,
With
so you're
his
still my
dick.
inside guy. Also, adult films. Is he doing homosexual adult films?
What?
It's hard to break in on the hetero side of things, I hear.
Well, what's a better question is to have made it that long in life without anybody mentioning the size of your giant genitals.
Well, he probably didn't wash below his waist. He's probably one of those, like, oh, I don't need to wash my leg for my body.
Not even in the academy.
Yeah,
or gym
ironically,
class.
he didn't use soap. Oh, yeah. How do you get that old without being like, well, look at this. Look what's happening there.
Never saw another one.
All right, Al, go ahead.
All right. That leaves us to the last five. We've got.
God!
Yeah. Okay. We've got McGinty, Carmine Pizzi Gazzara, and his son Ink, and Christou and Tiberiu Bulat. These were five characters that were in the movie, all villains or henchmen originating in different Punisher comics storylines. Boom.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Thank you, Al.
Thank you, Al, for that long trip down Soap Lane. Wow.
Oh, I was thanking you for putting up with us.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, your information. Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, we've been thanking him for that for years, though.
So this came out in 2008. I just want to circle back on Soap again. When did Soap originate in the comics?
2000.
In 2000. So between 2000 and 2008, this man, his character, he's not a real person, went through all of this.
Yeah, that's an arc.
Well, I don't know if all
this
of
may have
this was
continued
between
after
2000 and 2008. Yeah, I don't have solid dates on that.
After the phenomenal success of the character on film, they decided to expand and really take him out there. Yeah,
A lot of highs, a lot of lows.
Yeah, they're like, he was so good in the movie, we'll put him into other movies in the comic.
We're so
It's so weird that they would include that as a career choice, not to diminish, that as a gig, but why? Why a cop to LA to porn?
Have you ever read Preacher?
No.
Okay, if you had, you would know why. I'm pretty sure it's all Garth Ennis. He's got a very interesting sense.
He's got to have a porn star in everything he does.
Just his thing.
Yeah, they have a couple of characters in Preacher called the sexual detectives.
Oh,
That's their business.
I too am a sexual detective, Al.
The case has gone cold, but I'm not giving up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Al. And that brings us to the film itself. The Punisher, Warzone. The sequel to the 2004 Punisher was announced prior to its release, prior to the original movie's release. They were already planning on making Punisher 2.
wow.
Yeah. Avi Arad announced it as saying it would become the 5th Marvel property to get a sequel. And Jonathan Hensley, who directed the first one, was attached to it, as was Thomas Jane. And Thomas Jane announced at the time when the first Punisher came out that the villain would be Jigsaw. They started writing it. It was being written all through 2005. In 2006, they announced that it was going to be produced in Louisiana. It had to be pushed back due to Katrina.
Wow.
Yeah. Katrina might have cost us the sequel with Tom Jane, like a year earlier. But so Jane apparently started like getting ready for the role. He started training, buffing up. Then in 2006 or 2007, early 2000s, in June of 2006, he announced that he was no longer going to be in. Thomas Jane announced he would no longer be in Punisher 2. That the script was not up to snuff, and he wasn't going to be a part of a movie he couldn't get behind.
Huh.
It's a damn
You
shame.
know, I didn't think it was a bad script.
No,
It's got some scenes and lines that really work.
This movie, I don't know if it deserves the reputation it has, because it was really entertaining in like a Verhoeven, like 80s, like Lethal Weapon-y, like.
Oh my God, I have a direct comparison to Lethal Weapon at one point in this movie.
I mean, tonally, this movie is a huge shift from the first movie.
So much.
Yeah. I think that may have
That's
been
why I asked.
What caused him to step away, if anything, about the script is like, what are you trying to make the Punisher and all of the bad guys into? Well,
also, this script is not what he was looking at. It got rewritten twice after he stepped away.
Okay.
Interesting.
So he left. What's his face? The original director left. I can't remember his name. I just said it a few minutes ago. Jonathan Hensley. He left too, and got rewritten a couple other times. We have it was originally, let's see, Markham and Holloway, who wrote Iron Man, got put on this. They wrote Iron Man. Their original script didn't have a lot going on, and then it was a rewrite was done by Nick Santora. Nick Santora was a writer on The Sopranos, Prison Break. Let's see. He wrote The Long Shots. I mean, he did some writing on Lie to Me, Law and Order. So he's mostly done TV stuff, but he has a writing credit on this. He did the main rewrite. And then it was given to director Lexi Alexander, one of the first female directors we've had on this show. Have we had one prior to this?
Wow.
I don't know if we have.
Is this
crazy?
She didn't direct this film though, right?
Yes, she did.
Wow.
Yes, she did. Lexi Alexander. She was given this film, and she decided that they told her it could be a hard R. They said, go for a hard R. And she decided she wanted to make it as a kind of homage to like the 80s Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Verhoeven, Lethal Weapon-y, Die Hard kind of films.
Yeah. What was the Kurt Russell one? It's like when just wearing a lot of leather outfits in the rain.
Yeah.
There's one like Cobra. Cobra was Stallone, but yeah, that type of tough guy.
Lots of weird blue and orange lighting, occasional red and green lighting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the rain.
Yeah, that and like the really like intense like special effects, like people's heads exploding kind of stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot of that in this movie.
We sure did.
Yeah. She let's see. So she was a stunt woman. She did stunt work on Batman and Robin. She became a writer. And let's see. So she was a martial artist, which is how she got into the film industry. Then she started writing. She wrote and directed Johnny Flinton, Green Street Hooligans. I don't know any of these.
I recognize that one.
Green Street Hooligans.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one at all. And Green Street Hooligans too. Soccer, is that about soccer hooligans? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think even like Elijah Wood's in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember Elijah Wood being the face on the box.
Right.
Okay. She did a lot of TV work. She was a director on Arrow, Supergirl, SWAT, LA's Finest. So she doesn't have a really long or storied career, but I thought this movie was she did pretty good on this. I mean,
she was the widow of the agent.
No, she was the director.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Okay. What just happened, Josh?
Trying to figure out who we were talking about.
He jumped forward in time.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the director.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, a lady director. Anyways, so yeah,
I could have sworn there was another one on our list or up to date, but I can't figure out which one it was.
I don't know if there was, honestly.
Because Catwoman and what's her face, Elektra were not female directed films.
No, they weren't.
Supergirl was not.
Yeah, no, Supergirl was not. None of the male superhero movies were directed by females that I can think of throughout the 80s, 90s. I don't know. She might be our first.
That is really interesting that this is the first one. I mean,
and it took 2008. It took a while. Buffy, no. Oh, no, that was directed by Fran Kazoy, who is Buffy. Yeah, Fran Kazoy. That's the female half of the Kazoy team. So yeah, Buffy was the first one.
Well, there you go.
Oh shoot, that's sorry. That was the first one I thought of, but then when I tried to IMDb it, it went to the series, which had Joss Whedon,
of course. But yeah,
that's right.
The rest of the story.
So the cast, Ray Stevenson took over for Thomas Jane.
So who is this guy?
We're gonna see him in Thor.
We will. We'll see him in Thor and the Dark World and Ragnarok.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. He's been working for years. He was in King Arthur in 2004. His first film was The Theory of Flight. Cirque du Freak, the vampire's assistant. He was in.
Did he play the vampire or the assistant?
I don't. I refuse to look it up. He was also in the G.I. Joe sequel as Firefly.
Huh.
Oh, the Divergent series. 2015, he'll be in the Transporter Refueled. How many of those did he make? Jeez. He did a lot of TV work. Let's see. He was in Rome. He was Titus Polo in Rome. He was in Dexter.
Yeah, he was a big bad in Dexter. That was actually those were the bad seasons, but he was compelling in it. He played a gay Ukrainian hitman.
All right.
Oh, he voiced Gar Saxon in Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a deep cut. And we got let's see, he's been in Vikings. He was the star of Vikings in season 6, apparently. It tells me. I've never watched Vikings. I don't know. So he works. He's just kind of tough guy. Honestly,
he was Blackbeard in Black Sails, the pirate show. That was pretty good.
I never watched it, but I heard it was good.
Yeah.
He was okay. He
looks like Punisher from the comics. I think he is the most straight out of the comic book appearance. His acting and his voice are not the same, but the way he looks, especially in that opening scene, he looks like Frank Castle. It was cool.
Yeah, he does. We got Wayne Knight as Microchip. Newman.
Yeah.
Newmania.
Newman, Jurassic Park. It's Wayne Knight. You know who he is.
It made me think the whole time, are they going to make him turn on Frank Castle?
Yeah,
Like, it's a
right?
weird casting choice because he just is a smarmy asshole and, betrayer of protagonists.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
Probably mad that his real nickname is Microchip, but everybody went with Micro instead of Chip for his nickname.
Yeah, damn
Like,
it.
fuck you. All right.
That's his motivation. That's why he works for Frank. People keep calling
Yeah,
him.
he wants revenge on the world.
We got Colin Salmon as Agent Paul Budiansky. Colin
The Butt Man.
The Butt Man.
Budinsky.
There's so in tangent in Wisconsin, there's a real estate agent called I can't remember the first name. It's like Mike or something. Dickman.
Yeah.
And his signs are up everywhere. And every time I drove by, I'd be like, "The Dickman wants you to buy a house." And I think I'd make my kids laugh so hard.
They'd be like, kids, he doesn't even know he has a big chick.
There's an auto dealer in El Paso that's got a similar name. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, you drive through and you see the big signs, and that guy's totally self-aware that his name is like innuendo central.
Well, yeah, you might as well lean into it.
Yeah,
it's going to be a life of conflict. Just arguing with you.
Yeah, one day in grade school, he's like, "You guys aren't making fun of me anymore."
I'm taking it back. We have a deli here in Tucson called Dickman's Meats.
Oh yes,
Yep, that's embracing it for sure.
for sure. All right, we got Colin Salmon. Not from Key and Peele. Let's see. He was in 3 James Bond movies. Okay, let's see. He was in Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. All Pierce Brosnan era.
Who did he play in that?
Charles Robinson.
Interesting.
He was in Alien vs. Predator, The Bank Job, Match Point, Blood, The Last Vampire. The last vampire's name is Blood. That's
What a coincidence.
How to Stop Being a Loser, Resident Evil Retribution. Mortal Engines, that movie. London Has Fallen. A bunch of action stuff. He did a lot of TV work too over the years, as all these guys seem to. He was in Dinotopia. Bad Girls. He's let's see, he was in Doctor Who. A couple episodes of that. Did some Law and Order work, of course, as everybody does. I think everybody on Earth has to be in Law and Order at some point.
Yeah.
NTSF, SD, SUV. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what that stands for.
CRV.
No, it's NTSF SD SUV. What
So
is this show?
National Transportation Safety
GSV.
Foundation.
Okay. Oh, it's a parody.
Found it.
Okay. It's a parody. It's a parody show. Okay. National Terrorism Strike Force, San Diego, Sport Utility Vehicle.
And the whole show is just a bottle episode of him and his partner in an SUV driving around San Diego looking for terrorists.
A MacGruber.
So, let's see. He's been on Krypton recently.
He found it quite pleasant.
He was Zod. He played General Zod on the Krypton series.
That's actually kind of cool. I could see him doing that.
Yes.
Doug Hutchinson as James Risotto, aka Looney Bin Jim.
Creepy.
This dude, woo! He was in The Green Mile, The Chocolate War, Fresh Horses. Oh, he was in The Lawnmower Man. Oh, he was in Batman and Robin. He was
X-Files, right?
Yes.
He was in X-Files. Yes.
Yeah.
The Python, he could go through the duct.
Oh, that dude. Yeah. Oh,
What's his name? The Kidney Man.
Tombs.
Tombs.
Tombs. Yes, Tombs. He had more than one episode. What did he do when he was? He did something when he was kind of young, not like child actor young, but he
was on the Young Riders.
Young Riders. Really?
I don't know. Yeah, he was.
My wife was on Young Riders.
Wow. I wonder if she knows him.
No.
Tell her to give him a call.
Let's get Doug. Let's get Hutch. We call him Hutch.
I call him Dougie H.
I call him Sling Blade.
Dominic West played Jigsaw / Billy the Butte.
Fucking McNulty.
Yeah.
Nick Nolte on the wire.
I like him.
Yeah.
He's very British.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Which, I always forget.
I know. They're sneaky. He was on he is on the
One of those
Alienist.
Sneaky Brits.
Well, how many actors have you ever been surprised and you're like, what? But anyways, this shows
he's like
that
Tom
Alienist.
Holland level of sneaky though with that shit.
Yeah, he is.
You're like, oh, you're from Brooklyn? Oh, you're from Baltimore? Oh,
what?
My whole life is a lie.
Yeah. You're from something on something.
Let's see. Okay, so he was in Spice World, the Spice Girls movie.
Wait, was he their manager?
He was a photographer.
Okay.
He played Queen Amidala's one of Queen Amidala's guards in episode 1.
He did.
He did.
Holy shit.
Hutch did? Wow.
Yeah. He was in 28 Days, not 28 Days Later.
Oh, yeah. Sandra Bullock was in rehab.
Yeah.
Well, there was a movie where someone got that confused and was like, when are the zombies attacking Sandy Bullock?
Yeah, there was.
What is that joke from? Oh my God. Yeah.
And it turns out it was Bird Box, where they attacked her.
I thought that was a subscription service.
They just send you a bird in a box.
It makes it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Nature.
He was in Chicago. Mona Lisa Smile. This dude works. Hannibal Rising. Wow, he gets a lot of work. This guy, John Carter. Most recently in the 2018 Tomb Raider, and other than The Wire, he's been in a number of TV shows. Most recently, Stateless, Les Miserables. That was a TV show, and The Pursuit of Love.
He's an incredible actor. I can't say it enough. In this, whatever, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dash Mihawk as or Dash Mihawk, I don't know how to say it. As Soap and his amazing penis.
As Hung Daddy.
Richard Mulligan.
In Romeo and Juliet, he played Benvolio. In the Thin Red Line, White Boys, Perfect Storm, The Guru. Oh no.
I always get him mixed up with who's the real aggressive New Yorker?
What's that dude's name?
Oh, Michael Rappaport.
Yeah, Rappaport. Yeah,
he does have a Rappaport.
The same to me.
Yeah, they got a similar look.
Their heads were like bound when they were children or something. They're really like tall, narrow-faced guys. But the rest of them is not. Yeah.
Naturally, yes.
Let's see. He was in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Hollywoodland, I Am Legend. Dude works. He also, oh my God, he has he has a discography. He has a music career.
Please let him be a rapper, please.
Please let him use Soap as his name in his music career.
It's just him rapping about his film career.
Soaping up.
Wow.
Suds.
Featured in a lot of things. He might be a rapper. Wait, I've got to look this. I got to figure it out.
Please.
Oh my God. Music. Okay, he started a band with friends.
That just makes me think of the sitcom Friends.
When he was 12 years old, he started a band with his friends. It was called SDC, which stood for Strictly Devastating Crew.
Oh shit. It wasn't for the Urban Free Flow Gang?
In 2004, he was on Sabak Red's record Subocalypse, A Change Gonna Come, on the track I Have a Dream.
Yes.
He did music for the Green Street Hooligans soundtrack. He collaborated with Daniel Friedman, jazz drummer and percussionist. Since 2015, he's been in the band Diz and the Farm. I think he's a singer. I think he sings. I don't think he raps. Although Strictly Devastating Crew.
Yeah,
he was a duo with DJ Jazzy Sponge, right? And soap.
Romano Orzazi is Nikki Calvella, the undercover FBI agent. Julie Benz as
Dexter's
Angela
wife.
Donatelli. Dexter's wife. Drew
yeah.
Darla from Buffy.
Mm.
She was actually the first person you see on screen in the Buffy series.
She had a
Stephanie-
weird accent in this movie.
Everyone had a weird
few
accent.
people did,
Everybody,
yeah.
but hers was the most noticeable out of everybody's.
Yeah. Larry Day as Agent Miller, Ron Lee as Captain Ross, TJ Storm as McGinty, the leader of the urban free flow gang.
Yeah. A few questions there, yeah.
Jude was like, call them the Jumpy Boys. And then when they said they were the urban free flow gang, he was like, no, that's stupider.
Yeah,
He's
fucking hardcore parkour, man.
Hardcore.
Bianca Murgel as the girlfriend of Jigsaw. She was in like 30 seconds of this movie. Mark Camacho as Carmine Gazzara. Yeah, a bunch of other people in bit roles. So
Was that the guy that looked like Chaz Palminteri, but was not? That gangster.
maybe.
Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a picture of him. So this movie has was it 20? Let me see. 20. What is it? 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has a one. I thought I'd read one star review, and I thought I'd give us a range here. So Matthew F writes, dude, I hate this movie because of the way Nicky Carvella is portrayed as straight, when in the comic books he is in fact gay. 1 star.
All right.
That's fair.
Fair.
Yes.
Issa G writes, I used to hate it, and now I like it. 4 stars.
Huh.
I don't know
What
what
happened
made
in between?
Yeah.
Yeah.
what made you change your mind, Issa.
He was stuck in a room with only.
Do we
his
have
line.
a review from our no?
Nicola Kane did not review Punisher Warzone, unfortunately.
Damn. Is he going to be our new Siskel and Ebert?
Well,
If we've got him, we gotta read him.
Yeah, he's only done a handful of movies though, so unfortunately it's going to be pretty limited. But
Yeah, there'll be gems though.
Nolan burgers.
Yeah, Nolan Burger.
Nolan Burger or 2. Tristan C writes, one of the best superhero movies ever. Period.
You know,
So Tristan C. 5
something
stars.
for everybody out there.
That's pretty much it, guys. That's the end of our production section. Are you fellas ready to jump into the movie?
I shit in a bag, for Christ's sake.
We can't hear Alaric.
Al is muted. Oh no! Technical difficulties with Al Weber. I don't know what to do about that, Al. I don't control your microphone. Do we want to take a quick break? We'll take a quick break, guys. We'll take 5 and we'll be back for part 2. Go ahead and we'll see you soon, fellas. We'll see you soon, everybody.